Allegedly. No, he got shot to death. There's no alleging whether he got shot to death. The kid was shot to death. This is the insanity. This is what I'm talking about. This is the complete and utter and irreputable, whatever it's called. I'm not one to know words. I'm a public school teacher, so I don't know reading and writing. If you can follow me. Okay, this isn't going to be perfect. It's going to be what it's going to be. Here's the thing, guys. Follow me on this. I mean, come on. This is the reality, and I want to leave this up there. I want this one up here. Let me see. Do this. This is the reality we're living in. God damn it. The reality we live in is I suck at this. Hold on. The reality we live in, I suck at this. Either way, here's the deal. Right, dude? Do I suck? Thank you. I just finger bang his ass and he says what I want him to say. Okay. Canon, Hinnant. Canon, Hinnant. And here's the thing. I am not going to pretend. Because I was one of the original people, or not the original one. I'm so original. I came out right away going, hey, whoa, kick back. Like, yes, it sucks. A 5-year-old kid was shot. That sucks. But let's not make this a whole thing. Some crazy dude shot a 5-year-old kid. And that is what happened. And it might have been motivated by everything going on. But here's the simple fact. A crazy person did shoot a 5-year-old kid. Here's where it gets weird. Here's where we change course. Is simply this. Ready? You have to specifically, directly, and intently search for any information about this shooting. You have to work at finding out about the shooting. That's not right. That's not okay. And that's what people aren't getting. That's absolutely crazy. This 5-year-old kid should have been all over the news. New York Post, this was a direct thing pulled from the New York Post. I copied it and pasted it under the picture that it belonged to. Nothing's been changed. I just couldn't get the phrase under, but you can look it up. Picture goes with the phrase. I'm going to show you right now. The picture goes with the phrase, and it's simply this. And here's what it's saying. They're telling me this kid was allegedly shot by neighbor. No, he was shot by the neighbor. That was without question. Oh, sorry. He was shot dead. There's no allegedly. That's what happened. But that was the most you could find from the New York Post. You couldn't even find a single picture of just him. And I was watching, by the way, there's One News America or One American News, OAN. I'm really digging that. And now I'm going to tell you this, though. The same thing I feel. Sorry, I'm going to pick my tooth. I had chicken wings. I had really fucking good chicken wings. And nobody's here, so I'm fucking rock and rolling with the chicken wing thing. I'm doing it. I'm eating now I want. I'm shitting on the floor. I'm not shitting on the floor. Well, I am. Here's the thing. Nothing was being mentioned. Nothing's being said, right? It's being hidden. And it's like, what the fuck? Is this for real? Is this actually happening? That these news outlets are really not talking about this. Like it didn't happen. Like it's not real. Insane. You have to stop and back up and realize, why would they do this? They would do this because it doesn't work with their agenda. You see, if they start putting out there this, there's going to be a lot of Latin people, black people, Asian people, white people going, yeah, no, okay. So here's the thing. Yeah, okay, the cops go way too far, but this is bullshit. Like, come on. Like, let's keep it fucking real. And then you're going to say things. You're going to say, like, oh, you're glad he's dead. Some woman said that she's glad he's dead because now he won't grow up to murder her babies. What? You got to remember, the guy, the idiot you're about to vote for is a white guy. So if he was dead, you wouldn't be able to vote for him. I mean, it's insanity. But it's the lies. Now let's get into that. Let me flip up my screen here a little there, poopy cacas. I didn't mean to do that. I did mean to do that. Yeah, you know what? I was walking around the house. I'm going to tell you, I'm not even going to lie. I'm walking around the house. And I'm talking to myself while the convention's going on. I am literally talking to myself like, what the fuck? Are they for fucking real? Is this serious? Because it's like the ad I was talking about the other day where SB 733 or something like that, SB 733, and they're like, hey, guys, guess what? They're trying to ban menthol cigarettes, right? And you know how the blacks and the Latins love menthol cigarettes. Those little bastards love the tasty nicotine. You know what I'm saying? They love tobacco that's tasty. And, whoa, you can't let them do that. They're going to let rich white men smoke themselves to death with cigars. Fuck that. If they get to die from lung cancer, then minorities should have the right to die from menthol cancer too. That's what the fuck? And then they show you this white guy. Like, don't let this guy tell you what to do. That's someone, that guy looks like everyone on their board of directors. That's Reynolds, RJ Reynolds Corporation doing that ad. All the people on their board look like the white guy they're telling you not to listen to. Unfucking believable. RJ Reynolds is telling you how they care so much about black and Latin people that they want to make sure that they have the right to their menthol cigarettes. Oh my God. No, are people so stupid that they're going, yeah, fuck that. Not taking away my goddamn, fuck you for banning menthol cigarettes because they're one of the most poisonous things made and specifically made to pretty much wipe out black and Latin people. Yeah, there you go. There's the reality behind it. Menthol fucking kills. And it was marketed to black and Latin people by RJ Reynolds. Follow the logic, please. What's up, John Pinkerton? How you doing, handsome man? Now, this is the funny thing. So she totally shit on Biden during the runoffs. Totally. Called him old school racist, all these things. She said she agrees with the women who said that Biden was a fucking rapist. Like basically they said that Biden, where was it? Biden, sorry, I thought I was getting a grinder hit for tonight. No, I'm kidding. I'm not even on there yet. So anyway, people who shit on yet now support Biden for president. And I get it. There's a comma missing. I'm fucking making my own green screens. I'm not going back and fixing it. So eat my dick. Here's the thing. Oh, thank you, John. I love that. That's badass. That's going up there, brother. Thank you. Bam. Showing that. Thank you. That's some love. Oh, by the way, guys, please share. And John, share. Share. Everybody, if you're watching, share. Anyone watching, share. It's the only way people are going to hear this. And this is the thing. What am I saying that's not right? You see, here's the problem. You had Bill Clinton. Literally, Bill Clinton went on there and said, hey, are you going to let this man, Donald Trump, come in and just abuse the White House and just come all over the place? And thank you, John, by the way. John, thank you for sharing. Anyway, I've gotten so old from chlamydia on my face, all over my body. I'm nothing but pure chlamydia and herpes. I have fucked everything that's ever walked. I've literally shoved cigars in a teen girl's vagina in the Oval Office. And then I looked at the world and I said, I didn't do it. I even told them I smoked marijuana, but I didn't inhale. I never inhaled. By the way, let me tell you, though, this Donald Trump is a scumbag. I remember looking down from Jeffrey Epstein's airplane on my 57th trip to his island where I fuck everything that moves, including Jeffrey Epstein. Listen, if you were married to Hillary, as long as I was married to Hillary, you'd be miserable too and getting herpes everywhere as well, putting cigars in girls' vaginas. So here's the thing. Donald Trump is horrible. Bill, seriously, Bill Clinton, you fucking put a cigar in a girl's vagina in the Oval Office. You lied to the country about doing it. I'm not saying Donald Trump's any better than you. I'm just saying, holy shit, bro. You're going to tell me you're married to this woman. You're going to tell me about rights and wrongs. You're going to tell me, everyone should do this, by the way. Thank you, John. You're going to tell me about rights and wrongs? That's my problem. I don't look, if Mother Teresa's, look at that here. If Mother Teresa, oh God, that hurts just to do. If Mother Teresa was like alive and she's like, hey man, this is how people should kind of act. I'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give Mother Teresa my ear. You know what I'm saying? Even Gandhi, who was kind of a racist, but even Gandhi, who was willing to die for his cause and stuff, I'd still lend him an ear. Hold on a second. My phone's dying. I mean, my computer. You got to charge that sucker up. You got to be ready, man. When you're really, I've been spending most of this pandemic pretty fucking high and racked out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. There we go. Anyway, you know, so this is like, I mean, this is what people aren't getting. You know, if again, I'm going to say this guy's name and most of you don't know him. Please look him up. If Jose Pepe Mojica was telling me, hey guys, maybe we should do this, or maybe you should vote this way, or maybe you should like this person because I really dig them because they seem really, then I'm going to listen to Jose Pepe Mojica. If Martin Luther King Jr. was alive and he was telling me, hey man, I'm thinking this dude's pretty cool, I'm going to listen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, look, I was even tripped about Colin Powell switching, and I had to, all of a sudden I started listening like, okay, why is Colin switching? Because I dig Colin Powell. So I gave him a listen. I don't agree with him, but I gave him the listen. You know, I gave him the listen because I respect the man. He's a good person. Even if I don't agree with his every view, he's still an amazingly great person. Colin Powell is a brilliant mind and a good person. Or, you know, as far as I know, a good person. I liked how he was. I liked how he spoke. So, okay. So then Obama didn't even want to promote Joe. He waited last minute to make sure this dickhole was going to be actually the guy before he put his vote on him because he fucking hated him. You know what it was? Barack Obama is Dave Chappelle, and Joe Biden is Neil Brennan, whatever the guy's name who worked on the show, the rich white kid who worked on the show, and Chappelle hated him and he wrote for the show. But Chappelle really fucking hated him because his racism was real. That's Joe Biden to Obama. Obama hated him. hated Biden. Everyone knew it. Everyone knew he hated Biden. Elizabeth, I like her. I can't remember her last name. I swear to God, that's fucked up. But Jose Pepe, Pepe, and then Mojica is Mojica, Mojica. Jose Pepe, Pepe, and then third name is Mojica, president of Uruguay. Check him out. Tell me if I'm not right that this is one of the most bad. This motherfucker made all this shit like he had legal gay marriage. He decriminalized drug use. Again, this is a strict Catholic dude who was not okay with gay marriage and wasn't okay with drug use. But he decriminalized them all because he said, I'm not going to punish my people for what I think their weaknesses are. I'm going to offer them help. He offered free clinics for help and stuff. No forced. No jail for being on the drug. Just free clinics for help. He gave up his presidential palace in the winter and stayed on his farm so homeless people could live in the palace and be warm. Like families and stuff could use the palace to be warm. Amazing dude. That's what I'm saying. That's a fucking politician. Look him up. Please. That's a politician. That's a badass. That's the dude. That's how you're supposed to be. That's what we need. But he came from a farm. He didn't come from politics. He came from a farm and he understood what was needed by the world around him. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys is, sorry. I am in so much pain. But this is so important because I'm watching this stuff and I'm going nuts and I'm literally walking around my house. And I'm going, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then Hillary's on there talking about morals. You've killed people, bitch. Like you have had people killed. You have Snowden stuck out of the country. He can't come back because of you. Is this for real? People died because of you, but you also had people killed. But you're going to tell people about morals. The only person up here who is not an atrocious human being is Barack Obama. I think Barack Obama was just part of a family where he was part of the process. Like George Bush. I compare Barack Obama to George Bush, the second George, the second one. I compare them, except I find Barack Obama to be a lot more intelligent. But I love George Bush the second. He was a crack up when he ducked the shoes. That's what I'm saying. Barack Obama was cool. He was badass. He was smooth. That was George Bush. They were fun, rich kids who had good lives, who partied and fucking did all this. And then they knew their path. They had to do the politics. They were charismatic. Their parents already told them, you're charismatic. The people love you. You're going to do politics. This is a great profile on me. I'm kidding. But they're going to do politics. And so they did politics. And you can't hate on them for it. That's what I mean. That's why people don't hate George Bush the second. That's why people don't hate Barack Obama, even if you didn't agree with them and stuff. You're like, yeah, I don't know. They're kind of cool. But as far as that, there's no Jose Pepe Mojicas in this country. We don't have any great politicians in this country. If we do, they get killed. Sorry. My shoulder's killing me so bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I swear I'm not on meth. I'm on alcohol and pot. Not on meth at all. I don't do any other drugs. I don't even take. The reason for this is I don't take pills. Don't take prescription pills, guys. You're better off having a drink here and there and not becoming an alcoholic. Smoking some weed, having a drink here or there, don't ever fuck with pills. Don't let them get you on the opiates. Don't let them get you on the bullshit. You have a surgery? Fine. Get some pills. Take them when you're after a couple days. Get rid of them. Sell them for pot. No, I'm kidding. Get rid of them and don't use them. Don't abuse them. Don't let the fucking big pharma get you fucking hooked on their shit. Don't get hooked on any of their shit. Not their anti-inflammatories. If you need anti-inflammatories every day, then you need to change your entire diet and look at a whole new aspect of your diet and go on a diet that is conducive to being an anti-inflammatory itself without the need for the pill. It's very simple. I swear to God, there's so many. All these pills come from nature originally. Remember that. They're a derivative of something natural. All you have to do is find out what it is, that it naturally is. Get that, and you're good. Okay, that said, these are people, again, who are now supporting Biden, but totally shit all over him. Called him racist, called him an asshole, except for Barack, who waited way late to support him. Again, hates him. We know that. The only person up here who isn't a complete moral degenerate piece of shit is Barack Obama. He's the only decent human in the four I'm showing you right now. Kamala Harris is a garbage. Elizabeth is a lying piece of shit that tried to throw Bernie under the bus under a lie. Hillary is a monster. A monster. Barack Obama is just like a George Bush. He just fucking rock and rolled through 2 fucking terms, kick, boom, boom, looked great, smelled great. His wife was great. Again, I don't think if Michelle Obama is a dude, then it was her sperm that made those kids. Because those kids are hers. Remember that always. Those kids are hers. Or somebody in her families. That, like a sister. It's a sister, the mother, or they're her kids. But those kids, if she's not a woman, then they're directly close to her because those kids look exactly like her. That's it. I think she's a woman. I like Michelle Obama. I don't dig what she's saying right now. See, that's the thing. I don't agree with what Michelle Obama is saying right now. And I think some of the stuff she's saying is ridiculous. I still like Michelle Obama. I think she's an incredibly intelligent person. And if she ran for president, I'd fucking vote for her because I don't think she'd do half the shit she's saying right now about anything. I think she'd be a lot like Donald Trump and just make shit happen to be cut and clear and be all business. I've always liked Michelle Obama. Not only that, I've always kind of found her hot. So if she's a guy, then I'm fucking attracted to trannies. Whatever. And if they don't like the word tranny, then I'm not attracted to that one anyway. Anyway. Where was I? The other thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, I got one more screen, man. I got one more screen. You guys ready for this one? This one I like, though. This is the beauty. Please, 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 please look this up. Please, please, hold on. Please look this up, guys. Like I'm asking you. Double check me on this. Fact check me. Please. They despise the white man and his evil ways of oppression. Look at them. Look at them. Even their smiles hate white people. Yeah, rah, rah, right? But all 3 of them are, well, AOC's boyfriend is white, red hair, looks like me. Kamala is a gray-haired white dude, her husband. Omar is married to a Jewy dude, a white Jew. What the fuck? I mean, seriously, guys, please, please, please. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If I'm right about this, if this is true, just if this is true, fuck everything else. If that's true, right? Let's just say that's true. It's true. They're all married to white dudes, right? So it's true they're married to white dudes. And they fucking shit on white privilege. But they are married to or dating white privilege. Men who are white privilege, the exact men they talk about hating. They are fucking. You have to be the stupidest person in the world if you support any of these 3 women. If you are a woman, if you are a human, and you support any of these 3 women who continually tell you how the white man is so bad, but then go home and suck the white cock. I mean, that is insane. You'll never, ever hear me talk shit on black people, ever. My ex-wife is black. My daughter is half black. You would never hear me ever try to like pretend I'm part of something. Well, I'm a Jew, so I couldn't be part of a white supremacist group. I've always said I'm an Aryan-looking Jew. Whose kids are adopted, Mary? Mary, whose kids are adopted? Mary says her kids are adopted. So whose kids are adopted? Are you talking about Kamala? It's actually her stepkids. Yeah, they're stepkids. Yeah, she's raising 2 white kids. She's raising one white, rich young man to bring him into this world. Well, again, okay, Mary, okay, I love you. And let me tell you this, I love you, but this is where we'll disagree. Excuse me. This is where we're going to disagree. and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're speculating. You're assuming. You're taking logic, you're taking your ideas and this and that, and you're coming to your conclusion. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying fact is those kids look like Michelle Obama, though. That's a fact. If you look at those two girls, they look like Michelle Obama. It's that simple. Now, we don't know anything else besides that. We don't know for sure she's a guy. We don't know for sure those aren't her kids or anything else. What we do know is those kids do look like her. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm going to show you where we have to be so careful. Yeah, I know. They showed how it slipped in this and slipped in that, but they've shown that for millions of years, and we don't even know what's real and fake. Look how many Trump pictures they put around that aren't real, that are photoshopped. They have the one with him going to kiss at Jeffrey Epstein, but it was his daughter. They photoshopped Epstein over his own daughter. That's what I'm saying. So let's back way off of trusting either side. And I'm going to show you why. A news station I've just found that I actually enjoyed today a lot, and I'm going to check out more, is One American News. Now, but here's the thing. Here's where I liked One American News, but it flipped, because watch this. I liked One American News. No, I liked One American News. I just enjoyed the whole show. Let me just tell you that. The whole news show I enjoyed. What I was going to say is, there was a part where there was a woman on there who was talking about abortion. And she was saying that Ted Cruz is suing Planned Parenthood for issuing the abortion pill and trying to stop them from doing so, because many women are getting sick and many side effects are really bad. Send me the interview, Mary. I will play it. I promise you. I always love anything. It could always be true. So I don't know much of anything, and I know that for a fact. That's the one thing I know, 100%. I don't know much of anything. The world's huge. So yeah, send me the interview. I look forward to it. Look, I saw some of the pictures, and I thought that looked like a dick too. I still don't know 100% she's a man. You know what I'm saying? I still am kind of attracted to her. So we'll see. But here, my hair's getting dry. Yeah, find it for me, and then we'll put it on here. I'd be happy to. So here's the deal. But until then, the girls do look like Michelle. Look at them. Okay, so the point I was making, damn it, I lose my point so quickly. God damn it. What was I saying? Anyone help me. My last point, I don't want to have to go back and see my own point. I do. I have the worst ADD. I literally could start masturbating, and I just were right in the middle end. The point I'm trying to make is, you have Michelle Obama. So I was watching One America News. And so the abortion lady was on, and then she's talking about Ted Cruz's thing, and she's like, yeah, millions of deaths. And she's talking about the aborted babies. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm pro-choice. I personally, because I have had a few, I've been a party to a few abortions. I've been part of a few pregnancies that ended in abortion. My choice. Raylene Shang, how are you doing? I pray to God I'm tagging you now. I go through but I swear to God, my mind is ran by marijuana. It's marijuana memory. I apologize. I will if I didn't. Oh, love you, Raylene. But yeah. So okay. So anyway, see, I literally could forget my point right now. And I was Michelle Obama. Oh, the news, One Action News. So the lady was saying, millions of people millions dying. You could prevent millions of deaths. And she was talking about the aborted fetus. Well, stop that. That's what I'm saying is if that's where you lose me, is that's your opinion. That's your opinion. You're pro-life. Other people are pro-choice. Some people want abortions. I personally just want people to have their choice. I just want women to have a choice. Now, I also believe, Ted Cruz, thank you. Oh my God, Mary, I love you. Thank you. Yeah, Ted Cruz is the one pushing the bill through. And I get why he's pushing the bill through if women are getting hurt by the pill. If it's ineffective, if it's dangerous to women, then it shouldn't be out there. That's just a simple thing. But there needs to be a replacement or something else. Now, that said, what I'm trying to say is that so she's making good points, and then all of a sudden she brings in a faith thing, a religion thing, or this and that. It's like, okay, see, damn it. That's where we lose everyone, right? But the difference between the Republican Party and the Democrat Party is the Democrats, none of them agree. They differ so greatly. They argue so much. They go into such dissension and such anger toward each other in seconds. It was like the Bernie Democrats, the Bernies, and then the Democrats, the true Democrats, and the people supporting Bernie. Excuse me. Oh. Sorry, goddamn COVID. Could be. You never know. I mean, you honestly don't anymore. It's like whatever. The simple point being is, you had the hardcore Bernies, and they were hating on the Democrats, and the Democrats were hating on the Bernies because they were fucking up for everyone, blah, 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 right? All this shit. But see, this is what I'm saying. Even in Black Lives Matters, it's like Black Lives Matter. But see, now here's the thing. There's no way that Ilhan could support gay and lesbian lives. There's just no way. And that she can call herself a Muslim and be okay with that. And you can pretend whatever you want. Like we have a church over here in Hollywood off of Highland Boulevard on the curve. Been there forever. And they're super open. Like they're open to every gender, sexual preference, everything, which is beautiful to me. It's beautiful to me because I'm not religious. It's beautiful to me because I don't give a fuck. I think everyone's everyone. We should all just have fun, fuck, and laugh and walk around and live life and enjoy and eat fruit off trees. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to all relax and just start loving each other again, or loving each other forever, whenever, for new, starting now, you know, type of thing. The point I'm making is the church is open to homosexual people. Well, then you're not a Christian church, because Christianity, which follows the Bible, which is a made-up religion anyway, which all of them are anyway, but it's made up, but it also was made up out of a book that says, no, you can't be gay. It's not okay. The teachings of Muhammad, the Quran, say you cannot lay with men unnaturally. You know, I mean, again, I don't care. I'm going to tell you, I've done more fucking of everyone and having fun, and I've done whatever I wanted to do in life. I make no apologies to anyone. I make no answers. I answer to nobody but my own children. And I have lived a great life. I am sexual. That's it. I live a life of sexuality. I live a life of happiness. And then most of the time, 90% of the time, I'm actually just a dad and a school teacher. But that 10% of the time, I'm a wild fucking dude. But that 10% has nothing to do with that other 90%. And it's during this time when ain't nobody else around and ain't nobody going to get hurt. And I'm not in the classroom. And I'm not with my kids. And yeah, I could be as wild as I want to be. I'm not going to hurt anyone. I'm just going to have a little fun. Of course, I'm not going to have any fun because we can't go anywhere because of the fucking pandemic. And that's what I'm going to talk about next. This is the thing. I am so sick of hearing their point being, and again, I'm pro Terry, 2020, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not like a Trumper or anything like that. I'm okay with him. I think he's hysterical. I like the way he talks, things like that. I like some of the things he does. What I'm trying to say, though, is I really hate these other people because they scare the fuck out of me. And so the Democratic Party scares the shit out of me. And they're so beyond scary. They're so beyond reality. The things they're saying, the things they're doing. So this pandemic, right? They're like, oh, Trump, look what he did to the economy. He made the economy the strongest it's ever been in history. Ever. And then the pandemic hit near the election time. Wake up a little bit. I mean, just a little. Again, at best, Trump's behind it all with the Democratic Party and Bernie Sanders and everyone. And the Republicans are clueless. The real Republicans, the gun-toting, flag-bearing, Confederate flag-loving goddamn Republicans, they have no idea what's going on. They are completely in the blind to all this. And Trump is a mastermind genius. And he's orchestrated this whole thing for the Democratic Party to just control and have everything. And he's handing it to them on a platter. I could see that being the fact. If that's not the fact, these people are the worst people ever. They are literally the worst people ever. The Democratic Party is so bad, and unless they're working with Trump on purpose to be this way and to do all this, it is insane. Because this pandemic, again, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to tell you as we do this. and follow me on this because this is about where we end. So, and please share. Please share. Don't be a smelly cunt. Share the goddamn thing. Okay? I love you, Mary, by the way. Thank you for being here. And did you see my beginning? I apologize. I fell asleep last night. I didn't get to share the thing. But yeah, say the name, guys. You know what? I'm going to throw that back up. That's where I'm going to keep it for a minute. You know what? Yeah. It's more important than any of this shit. Boom. Bam. Okay. Let's keep that there, man. Cannon Hinnant. And so, where are we? Oh, so what I was going to look up is watch. I'm just going to do this. And what's her name will say what she says. Okay? So let's just let her. How many people have died worldwide because of coronavirus? How many people have died worldwide from coronavirus? Okay, so sorry. Okay, total deaths worldwide 784,000. Total deaths worldwide 784,000. United States 175,000 deaths. 175,000 deaths. And then let's do this. How many people died in the United States from H1N1 in 2009?
Here's a summary from CDC. From April 12, 2009 to April 10, 2010, CDC estimated there were 60.8 million cases.
60.8 million cases. 274,000 hospitalizations. They range from 402,000 deaths. So with their inflated numbers and with their over testing, because again, over testing, and again, a ton of H1N1 deaths went unclassified as H1N1. They were heart attacks, they were just natural causes, this and that, but they were H1N1, right? It had the same death rate, H1N1, but we didn't shut shit down. Again, the alcohol I'm drinking kills more people a year than any of this. But no stopping that. So what I'm trying to say is we're believing a lot of stuff and we're being told a lot of things, and they're very weird, and they're cutting out our religion and they're defunding our police. And there's a lot of Jewish people, I hope, but I've talked to a lot of Jewish people I've talked to. There should be a lot of Jewish people looking to everyone else and going, okay, we've been here. We've seen this before. This isn't good. If they win, this is not good. They're prepping everything. They're defunding the police to have military police. They're taking away the churches to keep away religion. Again, I'm not even religious. So my view isn't like, oh. And so that's the thing. And to the extent that this 5-year-old young man, that his life was devalued so much by the media, by the mainstream left media, but One Action News or One American News, whatever it is, you got to find it on Roku TV or cable, but check it out. It's a brilliant. Again, if you're not a right-wing kind of nut like I'm not, you have to really weed out their religious shit. You know, when they start bringing in religion and abortion and stuff, you got to go, But the fact is, you can live places where they're not and have all your rights. You know, like that's why California was always so great, is because we were like, yeah, pro-choice. pro people, pro kickback, pro relax. Now we're like, hey, what? Like, we're just like, hey, the rich and fuck the rest of us. There's the Garcettis, the Newsoms, all these people, Kanye, Kardashians, all these motherfuckers living out here in California, living super rich, telling us how we're in all in this together. And we're not all in this together. You see me sweating my fucking ass off, well, because I shut off my ears so I could hear you guys. But still, the point I'm trying to make is we're not all in this together. We're not all in this together at all. We're being forced to do all this shit. Again, I told you guys, Eric Garcetti went to the zoo on a private visit with a tour with his friends and family, and they all had no mask, and they hung out with people, and they were all right next to each other because they know it's bullshit. Yeah, people are dying. Yeah, people get sick. And you know what? You don't even know to what extent. Again, they ignored this young kid's death. When, again, look at that. When was the last time a kid 5 years old was shot in the fucking head on his front yard while playing? Sorry, my hair is bugging me. Was shot to death on his front yard while playing. And it didn't hit front page on every paper, every station. But this was completely mainstream media ignored. That's all you have to know to realize, holy shit, that's dirty. Again, please, you can go on my Facebook. Look at me, look at me. You can go on my Facebook and see I have a post that says, guys, calm the fuck down. It was a 5-year-old kid was shot. It sucks, but it is what it is. It's not about them, us, and it isn't. This isn't about black people. This isn't about white people. This was a black man who shot a white kid, that's all. It has nothing to do with black people or white people. It has to do with the Pelosi's. It has to do with the Schumers, the Schiffs. It has to do with all these, the Gates. It has to do with all the Clintons, all these scums, all these disgusting pedophilic bastards, all these pieces of shit. And they're using the black community, which isn't a community because black people are individualized people that have their own thoughts. Just every single one of us as human beings has our own thoughts. We're an individual. I'm not part of a Jewish community. For one thing, I make them nervous when I show up, even though I'm more Jewish than most of them because of how I look. But I'm not part of a Jewish community. I'm not part of a white community. I'm just a human being living in the world. Most black people, period, are just also human beings living in this world and this and that. We're all individuals. People want to group and people want to label for reasons so rich can stay rich. That's it. Once we realize that and we fix that and we stop it. But when you realize that these people were willing to force a cover-up of the the murder of a 5-year-old kid. And again, it doesn't mean people should be rioting in the streets. And again, I wrote a whole thing saying how, calm down. But now I'm noticing none of these people even covered the story. Not saying they should have been like, black person kills white kid. No. Grown man shoots 5-year-old in the head. Grown man goes to neighbor's house and shoots 5-year-old in the kid. Holy shit, all over the news. You don't have to say they're black. You don't have to say they're white. We'll see that in the pictures. We'll know that. The fact is you don't have to propagandize that, and you didn't. But to not talk about the story, to not talk about canon, Hinnant, I hope to God I'm saying it right. Well, but this is what I'm saying, Mary, though. These are being, I wasn't on, look, Mary knows. I wasn't on board. Mary is saying, hold on, I'm going to put it up there, Mary. I wasn't on board with saying, like, hey, it's a cover-up. I thought it was getting covered. I just thought they weren't making it a racial issue, which they shouldn't. Good. But they weren't even covering it. They weren't talking about it. They weren't showing pictures of it. When you go look online, you can't find it. Everywhere you look on Yahoo and everywhere else on my internet, I see disparaging things about Donald Trump. How's that different what they accused him of having the Russians do? Like they said that Donald Trump had the Russians say horrible things about the Democrats. How's that different than what's all over the internet, everywhere you go, every station, every channel, every page you go on for Yahoo and Google and all this? It has negative things about Donald Trump. How about the guy who came on The guy who came on for the Democratic National Convention, a white dude, seemed gay. I don't know. I don't mean it doesn't matter that he's gay, but I'm just saying. Well, Fox News, again, but Mary, this is what I'm saying. Fox News. By the way, Mary, do you know of One America's News? One America Network, whatever it is. What is it? One America's News, One America's Network. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I get it right here. But I'm telling you, like, I don't promote a lot. Like, I'm not going to promote other people's shit, right? But, well, I guess I would. I don't know. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this news station, if you know about it, Mary, but she was saying Fox tells all, I mean, they're biased. Just not in the way that ABC or NBC or CNN, not in the way those people and other groups like that are biased. The way other groups like that are biased is insane. It's OAN is OAN. Let me see if it'll show me something. Anyway, it's OAN. If you don't know about it, yeah, look it up. It's fucking, you'll love it, Mary. It's God damn it. I don't know. It's OAN. They're fucking great, honestly. But again, they're biased. They've always been biased. Mary, you're right. Like, you're on the right. You know, Republican, you're conservative. And that's cool. Forever, conservatives have always been conservatives. And they've been somewhat biased. And that's fine. But it's one thing to be biased. It's another to be criminal. I mean, to the extent that, sorry, okay, my hair is driving me crazy. I know I play with it all the time. Fucking good here. The point I'm trying to say is it's one thing to be a bit biased. Like, you know, you are a Republican fucking radio station type of thing, or a TV station. So yeah, you're going to be kind of behind Trump, or you're going to be kind of this. Okay. So if you're the Democrat, you're going to be kind of behind these people and this and that. They are literally disparaging. They're putting up horrible, they use the pictures that are beyond unappealing. They say, they lie. They blatantly lie to no end. It is insane how bad they lie. How they use snippets to make Trump seem racist. Then when you hear the whole thing, you're like, what the fuck? They're like, you hear this Trump say, I'm going to kill black kids. The whole sentence, of course, is I'm going to kill black kids predators because they're coming after children in low income areas and I'm going to stop them. But they don't show any of that. There's I'm going to kill black kids and that's it, cut. What the fuck? And you're thinking, okay, this isn't right. This is Nazi propaganda shit. That's what scares me. Again, I have never, ever before supported the right. I've always been in the middle, leaning left, very liberal, always mostly liberal. I am in complete support of the right for the last couple decades, or I should say the last decade or so. Last decade, I've been pretty supportive of the right to a degree, you see. But see, you got to remember that, like, white people came in and burned history. African people came in and burned history. The oppressors always came in and they burned everyone's history and they tore down their history. And that's what's happening. I mean, you have to wake up to some of this shit when they're tearing down statues and doing this. Again, you could just put a plaque in front of the statue saying this is what took place. This is the reality. This statue stays because it's a part of history. But this is the reality of who this person was and what they really did. Benjamin Franklin, great guy, fucked his slaves and had a bunch of kids that he fucked too, apparently, and killed. Also fucking made some good decisions. You know, I mean, I don't, you know, but have a plaque. Add something, but just leave history. They should have left history forever. Saddam Hussein shouldn't have fucking burned and torn down and torn all this history. People shouldn't have destroyed everything Saddam Hussein built. Leave stuff. Let history stay. Create with it. Build onto it. Let it be reminders of where we've been and what we've done. And that's the sad thing, but you're not watching this, people. I know there's so many people on the left, liberals, Democrats, and stuff like that, that are really unhappy with what's going on. I don't know anybody, whatever color they are, truthfully, that has any sense of human decency to them. I don't know. I'll just say this. Nobody I know, and I know people of every race, gender, and everything, would ever be okay with them ignoring the death of this child. That's all. Now, if you start talking to me about, well, that black, nope, you've lost me. If you want to talk, if you want to include black people or more than just that one person who killed that kid, you've lost me. I don't want to talk about it because they don't involve each other. But what this does involve is the media. What this does involve is the left and their agenda. And their agenda to allow the ignoring of a child's death, to black it out in media, because it doesn't work with their agenda. Because it would show that, yes, more police presence is needed at the moment, and some strict understanding of people's rights to live is needed at the moment. Yes, police reform is needed. It's been needed forever. So I'm telling you, I've had so many knees in my fucking back, not my neck, in my back. I used to get pulled over all the time going home where I lived in Pacoima because I was in a Mustang. I worked at Coco's as a waiter. I had a Mustang because, well, I maybe might have sold drugs. Who knows? Not a lot. Again, I was never big time. I was so small, so 8-ball, you know. But it was, so I had a Mustang and I worked at Coco's undercover type shit and actually made way more money selling fucking Coke at Coco's than working at Coco's at the time. But yeah, and so I was about 200 and something pounds, just big, worked out all the time. And I would get pulled over all the time and dragged out of my car and slammed on the ground and this and that for buying drugs, for being in this neighborhood and this and that, in the Mustang and this and that. And they heard skidding, they heard this, none of it was ever true. And they'd pull me over all the time. And that was just part of it. It sucked. It was bullshit. And I called and complained a couple times and nobody gave a shit. And everything just went on and it sucked. It did suck. And those cops are fucking cunt-hole bitches. But that's those cops. There were other cops that were totally cool. There was a couple cops that had pulled me over and they were like, slow it down. You know, if I was speeding on the freeway or something. There's other cops that have been totally cool on different situations. There's other cops who've written me tickets and yet have been totally cool, but I was in the wrong and I deserved a ticket. But they were super cool and they made it as little as they possibly could. You know, they didn't, sorry, I'm trying to do something. My hair's grabbing me. So they didn't make it any crazier than it needed to be. And you know what I'm saying? But it's like, again, if you're going to believe people are people, then cops are cops. Everyone's different. You got to hold each person responsible for them. Yes, we need an overhaul of the system. It's a joke. All the systems are a joke, though. That's the problem. Let's look at all the systems across the board. Let's cut out everyone. Like, who's down for just fuck all of them? They're not enough people anyway. The rich aren't that many. The powerful, so to speak, aren't that many. We could just walk away. We could just walk into the woods and build our own shit. They're not going to stop us. What are they going to do? Send the armies after us? That's our kids. That's our kids that are in the armies. That's our kids that are in the Marines. Not mine. Mine are at college. I mean, I hope yours are too, honestly. But it's people my age and it's people my income whose kids are fighting in the wars and this and that. So if we just all walk into the woods and walk into the mountains and start building our own places and building our own houses and creating our own infrastructures of water and this and that we don't charge for, but we self-govern with the rights of you're allowed to live. You're allowed to live and be you, and you're not allowed to press you on anyone else. That's all. You can't push you or your agenda on anyone. And no one can push theirs on you. And everyone just gets to be them as long as them being them doesn't hurt anyone. So if you being you means you got to shoot guns out into the air and stuff, no, that's not okay because that can hurt people. Logic, right? So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is if we all walked into the woods, what are they going to do? Send our children after us? It's not like the rich kids are in the Army and Navy and Marines and shit. It's our children. We're going to send them after us? They're not coming after us. They're going to come live with us. Excuse me, and they're going to bring the tanks and they're going to bring the guns. And they're going to fight for us. That's the fact. The Navy, our military, are the children of the working class and the poor. So if we just say, fuck this, and say you're losing your home or whatever, walk away. Take everything you can and walk away. and go into the woods and claim some land and build a small home. And other people can build a small home and then create some plumbing. So you don't have to use outhouses. It's not that hard. Create a plumb line. Like a plumbing line, piping. It's not that hard. What are they going to do? Again, most of the cops are our kids. Our kids aren't going to come kill us. If enough of us go do it, we could just walk out there and start free lives. Like it's just land and there's no leaders. I have no problem with Trump or Bernie Sanders or somebody like that. They're making financial decisions for the country. I have no problem with that. Deal with your foreign affairs. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, leave me way the fuck alone. Like, stay super the fuck out of my life. You get what I'm saying? Like, way the fuck out of my life. Anything I want to do now, here's the thing. If I want to hurt someone and they're going to kill me and then I'm going to die. That's how life works. And hopefully there's enough good people that once again, shitty people will be scared. Because keep in mind, there was a time when nobody in this world would ever admit to being a pedophile and say it was okay. And they're going to keep doing it and live. There was never a time in this world where someone would get away with saying that shit and live to regular people. But now you can. So keep that in mind. So let's walk away and let people know, nah, we're good. We're good. We're not going to do this. And you're not going to rape kids. And you're not going to be pedophiles. And you're not going to sell women. You're not going to sell men. You're not going to sell kids. You're not going to do any of that anymore. And that's that. And the people that don't want that, then we can all leave. And if somebody's doing it, I guess they got to die. I mean, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what happens. I'm not advocating anything. All I'm saying, guys, look. You're being lied to 100% by the Democratic Party. It's insanity. You got Bill Clinton telling you that Donald Trump is immoral and dirty. One of the most immoral, disgusting people on the planet is telling you that Donald Trump is immoral and dirty. I'm not saying that Donald Trump isn't a womanizer, isn't immoral, and isn't dirty. I don't think he's a rapist. I don't think he's a pedophile. I do think he's a dirty, egotistical, womanizing chauvinist. That said, I don't think he's a chauvinist to the point that he doesn't think women can do things. I think he's just old school. Again, look at his daughters. They're in charge of everything. So keep that in mind. Call him racist, but his son-in-law's a Jew, so keep it in mind. He's also got Jews in his family. Keep it in mind. So the reality is what it is. But Bill Clinton, who's been in blackface, and those pictures were real, by the way. Bill Clinton, who put a cigar in a girl's vagina. Bill Clinton, who lied straight to the country and got caught a couple times. No different than Trump. Again, no different. Trump's lied all the time. But he's going to be the moral judge of Trump. Then Hillary comes on to tell you what the country needs. But this horrible person has done nothing good ever. She's a monster of a human being. She had the possibility of being one of the greatest women alive. She had the possibility of being a true leader. When she first came on the scene, she was so badass and this and that. But she let that dirtiness of her family and that whole political shit just eat away at her. Garbage. She's going to tell me Trump's no good. This is who you got telling me Trump's no good. You want Billie Eilish, a spoiled, bratty little prep school bastard. Don't care what you got to say. That's what I'm saying. Like, keep it real. Ice-T, shove it up your ass, you fake. You were a rich guy. I mean, all these people that want to tell me shit. And you didn't live real poor life. You didn't live anything. You don't know anything. You didn't grow up in it. That's why, again, guys, last thing I'm going to tell you, the DNC is like Bruce Lee. Turned out it was a lie. He was never poor. He didn't struggle. He didn't fly. His speed was overrated and cinematically mated. Everything about him was orchestrated. His dad, a famous actor, also an opera singer. When I found that out, I also thought it was a humdinger. Love you guys. Remember, everything's fake. James Dean was gay for pay. Ain't nobody cool.